fascinated by it. That's the best thing, how interested the local cats are. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going on what is, in Tenerife terms, a very long ride. 1.25 hours, and you can see Monika there looking for, I'm hoping, a coffee shop that she's found in the location we're getting to, and that is Icod de los Vinos, on the absolute north coast, directly north of us. Basically, we have to ride all the way around the side of the volcano El Teide in El Teide National Park until we get there. Should be very different, and apparently it has a tree that's 1,000 years old. This is the route that we'll be taking. So you can see the motorway that goes almost around the entire island, but this massive route to the east side is only 9 minutes slower than this side to the west, and that's because I think they're working on connecting the entire west side, but they haven't yet done it. So we'll take this route, but it still takes 1 hour 17 minutes to do just 67 kilometers. So it's not, in fact, just looking now, yeah, there'll be a lot of twists and turns here as we go around the mountainous area of El Teide. Let's do the gear for the day now. So, DMD 75 helmet, Monika's favorite full face helmet, that's the AGV X3000, jacket, Revit, worker, overshirt, thin, lightweight, great for warm weather riding. And again, it took me a long time to find a sand coloured, stealth looking riding shirt, so love that, along with, and a lot of this stuff you'll see me wearing all the time because it's so nice and lightweight, Racer 1927 Ronin gloves with, and I've now decided this, these are the Furigan Melbourne boots, French boot company, and I've now decided my favourite 2 pairs of motorcycle boots that I wear more than any others. These for black, simple stealth motorcycle boots, and the TCXX blend for the brown ones. Superb, all-day comfort, great value at about £170. Jeans. The most expensive jeans I own, these are the Rockertech slim tapered jeans. Proper single layer. They are the most single layer jeans I've got, and by that I mean that they've only got a very small pocket for knee and a very small pocket for the hip armor. They really are single layer on 80% of the jean. They're about £350, so they're super expensive, but the quality's great, and they are the most normal jean-like jeans that you can get for riding jeans. Okay, gear done, let's hit the road. I don't know where we are, but it doesn't feel like Tenerife. We've gone all the way up to the middle of the island. We're over 1 kilometre above sea level now. You can't tell in the video, but being completely honest, it is not warm. It was about 30 degrees when we left. It feels like about 17 degrees now. We're properly in the middle of the clouds at the moment, and it is lush. There's no sign of that arid landscape that we're used to where we live. Just so different, you would never guess that this is Tenerife. Just a few houses dotted around. You also have, interestingly, a few, I don't know if they're still being used, a few old farmers' fields that you can see the rough outlines of just dotted around in this valley here. And that's, I guess, very possibly a couple of farmers' houses that work on the land. I can see a farmer walking there as well. And actually, if you pan over there, Monika, you can see blue sky just in the distance. Well, Monika just said it's like being in England. It's freezing. I wore my thinnest summer gear and genuinely I'm cold. It's really unpleasant. A few drops of rain earlier. It's so lush. The other side, okay, this side you've got pine trees and you can see the ocean very clearly just behind the clouds or past the clouds there. Is it, I don't know, is that the old volcanic rock? I don't know, but it's a really dramatic landscape. That's why Tenerife, and this is why Tenerife is so incredible, because within 1.25 hours you can be at 34-degree heat on a beautiful beach, or you can be in an arid like desert landscape or a Mars-like landscape going up to the volcano, or you can be in thick snow on El Teide or lush forests, all within 1.25 hours of each other. It's incredible. Just before we go, I had to find out, because there are so many trees here. Initially it looks like a luscious landscape, but actually it's all just built on rock. It's really harsh actually, loads of rocks. And how do so many trees grow? And just all of these leaves, I guess they all just start decomposing, and you just get this, it's really dry and quite thin, like they're rocks. It's just loads of this soil gradually builds up onto these rocks, and then you get these types of plants and it just gets thicker and thicker. But this is all probably that much soil on rock, and it seems to be like that across everything. You can see here as well, the rock there, and then you just get a few ferns starting to grow on top of it, and this just covering everything. And I guess over time it just creates more and more soil. It literally grows, a whole tree grows on about that much soil. I don't know how they do it. I don't know where the roots actually go. Okay, let's go. Well, welcome to Icod de los Vinos, called Icod de los Vinos because Vinos, it's famous for its wine growing, so they've got lots of good different varieties of wine here because it's such fertile landscape. This is the thing it's most famous for. What is thought to be 1,000-year-old trees. Some experts say 500 to 800 years old, but it's incredibly old, and the reason it can't be decided upon as to how old it is because these trees don't have the rings within the tree trunk, so it's impossible to tell exactly how old the tree is. But whatever it is, however old it is, it would have been here at the time of the Guanches before the Spanish came. Well, pretty much because of that tree being 1,000 years old, some say it's a proper tourist attraction, so it is the type of place where you get lots of tourists standing there and getting pictures in front of the tree. So actually it's more touristy than I thought here, and that predominantly, if you look there, is because you get a lot of people wanting a picture in front of that tree. So we'll go and explore, see what else there is, but this area itself here is beautiful in its own right as well. I think Icod de los Vinos was founded in 1503, something like that, so only about 7 years after the Spanish conquest. And you get a real beautiful selection of old buildings, and it's famous apparently for these wooden balconies here. So a lot of the buildings here, like this one and this one, have these wooden balconies, and you have a lot of these. I think this is probably another younger, is that another younger dragon tree? Very possibly. You can tell it's way more lush here than down in the south in Adeje where we live. Huge amount of different like vegetation, stuff like that, and we'll have to pick up a bottle of wine because yeah, very famous for it. In fact, until about I think 1500 or so, there was no wine at all in Tenerife. It's only because of the Europeans coming over to Tenerife in about 1500 or so that they've got wine. They then brought over all of the wine. The Spanish then saw, ooh, Icod de los Vinos. It's really lush and fertile and well watered, so this will be a perfect place to have loads of vineyards. And this is a stunning old town square here. So church just here. Just beautiful. This is all up on a platform, and then it drops down about 40 meters on either side with huge mature trees in the middle. And I think, maybe closed, but that's a coffee shop in the middle, I think. This I love. So we just parked up the Bonneville down here. Come here, Monika, quick. I love it when you see a couple looking at the bike. Now, are they looking at the bike or actually the food menu? I think it's the bike. I'm sure it is. Well, I always like that. I like that. I think people are interested by the number plate from the UK. And just away from this main square with the tree behind me, you get more of, probably actually a bit more of the local vibe as soon as you get out of this immediate touristy area. So this beautiful restaurant down here, old building, great view to the sea, and you've got, I love these are such a kind of staple part of Tenerife, the banana trees just here. They are everywhere. We haven't filmed many of them, but everywhere, with a palm tree in the middle of it. It's brilliant. You know what's interesting? Because in the touristy areas you don't get many old buildings, and these, you know, a few 100-year-old buildings maybe, it's good to see what the potentially traditional interior design, furniture and style of the buildings would be like. Very dark wood inside, and more traditionally Spanish than we get in the touristy areas, with beautiful wood beam ceilings there and just beams running across, all really dark wood. Beautiful. I think one of the main businesses in Tenerife is their banana selling, growing, etc. And you can ride or drive for a very long time and just see banana plantations left and right as far as the eye can see. And this is Casa del Platano, which is House of Bananas. And I've heard in Tenerife they do banana wine. I've just had a look inside. Oh my God. Banana wine.
We have different types. One of them, this is the sweet, the more sweet.
Yeah.
And this fruit.
Yeah.
Passion fruit and banana, or blackberry and banana.
And
This is like a sparkling.
Okay, and what does it taste like? Banana?
Yeah, this is more sweet than this one.
Okay. And that's liquor. Oh wow. So that is banana liqueur, 30%. Oh, and then you got bigger ones there. Oh, that's nice because that's glass actually. And the wine itself, sweet or dry. I think we'll get a bottle of that. I'm curious.
For drinking with a little bit of ice cream, vanilla ice cream.
Yep.
But after mix also and put it into the fridge.
Into the fridge?
Yeah.
And can you just drink it neat?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we just bought a bottle of banana liqueur. Cannot wait to try that. I've got no idea how that's going to be. Oh wow. Made from the leaf and bark of banana tree. Actually, these are nice, aren't they? Very nice. There's another Land Rover right there. I mean, that's series 1 or 2, and you can imagine just those driving around the place about 60 years ago to the plantations. That's brilliant. So we put this in a bike and then head off to a coffee shop. I spoke to the lady there and she said you have to have this after a meal. You can have it with ice cream, or what was the other thing you could have it with? Ice cream or something similar to ice cream you can have it with, or...
And did you say keep it in the fridge?
Yeah, keep it in the fridge, have it with ice cream, or just have it neat with some ice. And it's delicious after a meal. Love lockable panniers, so good. Chuck it in there, leave it, head off. This is Monika's tip. Have a look at the outside of this building. Just look at this. You would have no idea what's inside. So remember this and come here if you come to Icod de los Vinos, because it blew our mind. We spent 2 minutes deciding if we should even go in. We thought it was the wrong address. So weird, I don't know, is it a museum? Is it a coffee shop? Is it someone's house? Still, no idea. And a little shop. This is where we find that the banana liqueur we bought is half the price that we just spent. Phew, it's okay, I can't find. Oh. Is that it? No, we got the glass one, didn't we? So this is, Monika's just nearly collapsed over there. From Tenerife, liqueur, $15.95. I love that, just the way they put the pricing on there, proper cork. Beautiful, 23%. Oh yeah. And that is of Tenerife as well. And these, look at this, beautiful bottles. Volcanica. Lanzarote. Beautiful.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Wow, I've seen a glimpse of the coffee shop behind us. It looks very cool. How do you say table? Mesa, okay. Okay. Practice my Spanish. Had to just do a little tour of this place because it is brilliant. That is the 1,000-year-old dragon tree right there. I mean, the view of that it's frontline seats to it. Cool little seating area, almost like Bali there. This is the cooking area. I mean, how cool is that? There you can see the chef there at the back, and then just above it you've got the old wooden balconies that Icod de los Vinos is famous for. It's about everything that you can get, and even a banana tree there and a little nook with people sitting in the corner. So, salad, coffees, and I just have to say, I know I did a walk around, but this is one of the most beautiful spots that I've been to of a restaurant and coffee shop. It's absolutely stunning. We came once fully booked about half an hour earlier. Oh, and Monika's just there are 2 roosters running around. Basically, if you come here, just be prepared to maybe wait for a table because it is seriously popular. Just left our lunch from Casa del Drago and we hugely recommend it. We'll save the exact place in the description, so highly recommended. Go see the tree, go and eat there, it's amazing. And this is just 30 seconds away from that. I mean, look at this, just frame that. Have you ever seen such a beautiful little old village view? Monika's obviously focusing on the cat, but this old building here with the mountains behind it, so gloriously Spanish. And even on this old building here, look, you've got the old wooden shutters that they're famous for, and all of the shutters, the wooden shutters here, have beautiful patterns on. I'm guessing no one lives here, but they've all got such nice patterns and marking on. The cat is fascinated by it. That's the best thing, how interested the local cats are. The fact that the locals are so interested makes me more interested. It's brilliant to see it, brilliant. Well, okay. Oh, Monika's really interested in the fact that the cat's got 1 white leg and 1 black leg. There you go, so she'll probably include that in the vlog. So cat, 1 white and 1 black leg. Now back onto, and the paw as well, white paw. Now back onto the building, which is more interesting. Monika, if you just pan over here and let me show. Cool, there it is. This is mid-October and they call Tenerife the Isle of Eternal Spring. I mean, just October, blue skies, flowers all blossoming, blooming away. I mean, these, I'm so bad with flowers, they're geraniums? Anyway, my mum's got loads of them. There's a very specific time in the UK that they flower, but this is October and they're out. It's so funny to see. And with a backdrop, I know I've said it, but you're close up now, Monika. How nice are these? Just imagine how beautiful this would be all renovated, because you can see the wooden ceilings through there as well. And obviously you're not going to get any frost here, so it's probably been beautifully maintained with the tiles up there all still in place as well. And that behind us, that is an example of a completely renovated place. That is beautiful. Should we have a little walk around?
Yes.
Are you still filming the cat?
Yes.
Perfect. It may be characterful of Icod de los Vinos, but regarding other places, we haven't seen many other places in Tenerife with these wooden balconies, and this one is completely enclosed. I don't know if this house looks abandoned, but it's got the shutters, the wooden shutters, actually on the inside as well, which is, they're just so characterful. And these ones here, beautiful old dark wood doors as well, and then the dark wood balcony. It's just incredibly characterful and wonky as well. If you look on the flooring of the balcony, they're actually quite wonky, and in the background you hear the church bells. What a lovely place, isn't it? Look at the bend on that one. Look at that, completely warped there. Great looking little bar here with a view of the sea. Tiny, isn't it? Look at that tiny stall. It's like for children, it's brilliant. Oh, is that Russian?
Yes, that's Russian.
And all that's Russian as well. Okay, interesting. this town was founded about 7 years after the Spanish came, and they basically conquered Tenerife and they claimed it as their own. And it's just such an interesting time in history, specifically here, because it's that transition between the Guanches living here, the original people, and the Spanish coming over. And the buildings here, some of them date back to the 1500s, 1600s, and it just gives you a really interesting insight into what it would be like as one of the older, I guess, Spanish settlements around here. It's a beautiful spot with all of the architecture. So the church over there we just saw, built in 1690, and this, oh, you can actually see inside, this convent, 1641, just to give you an idea of the age of some of the buildings. Wow, that's bigger than I thought. I have to get one car in for the day. Mercedes 240D turbo diesel. Oh, the condition is out of this world. Look at the chrome wheel arches, the wheels just almost unmarked, and the interior, cloth interior, which beautiful condition. Look at the interior on that, and that is very, very close. I mean, I guess it's not been restored. That's stunning condition with the chrome mirrors as well. You'd have to have a proper restoration on that in the UK to have that condition. It looks completely original condition. It's just beautiful, and that color as well. How unusual is it to see one in this color? It does, doesn't it? Perfect match. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a beauty. Back to the bike, just about to head off. If you come to Icod de los Vinos, and we both highly recommend you come, go to Icod del Vinos, I think that's the name of the coffee shop. Casa del Icod.
No, del Dragon.
Casa del Drago. Okay, we'll put the full description and a full link of the coffee shop in the proper written description, so have a look, but highly recommend. In fact, that place is so good, it almost makes the day with a view of the tree and all of the delicious food. So almost a must. That place is so good. But in general, Icod de los Vinos, really nice day out, and beautiful roads all around it, and the sea a few hundred meters just to my right there. But that's it, we'll wrap up today. We're about to head home. Thank you so much for coming along with us today. Please do give the video a like if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.